I'm Rashelle Porter. I've been going to the crossing in Hannibal since 2011, and currently at Northwest pursuing a degree in ag business. When I started going to Hannibal in 2011, I was just kind of floating by, just laying under the radar. I was just a member. I wasn't really doing anything, and then I just started following my faith and making it my own. And then in that time, I ended up moving up into the high school ministry, and I got a drive and a fire, so I just started volunteering in Fuse, and I've been doing that for quite a while now, leading a girls' Bible study there. And by going to the crossing, I've been able to dig in and dive deep into what God has in store for my life, and I've been able to run with that. I got baptized in 2014, and I've just had a drive since then. So as I went into my rector of commitment, I was not really planning on God to do anything in my life, as I was leaving for college in 6 months, and the duration of it was mainly around 2 years. So I didn't really think my finances, my time, myself would be any benefit to that, seeing I wouldn't see it through in 2 years. But I just started diving into prayer, listening to what God had to say for me, and he was like, you're tithing, that's great, but I think you should triple that. And I was like, what? You're crazy. Oh, I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say that. So I ran from it for a while, and he was like, no, that's really what I want you to do. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just do it. And it was kind of a scary time because I worked for my dad selling cars in mobile homes, and we were really slow at the time, and it was kind of scary slow almost. And I was like, all right, I'll just do what I got. So I was kind of nervous also because of the whole going to college thing kind of cost some money, and so I just leaned in, just had what God had in store for me, followed through, and immediately business started picking up. We were almost so busy to keep up, and just before I kind of left for college, I ended up getting a few more scholarships, which brought my bill down to pretty close to nothing. I don't know, I assume it's the same for every campus, but when you're just in the ministry with everybody, it's just like a big family, and you spend all your time together. And I was afraid that coming to college, it's way bigger than my town, that I wasn't going to find a ministry to dive into. I wasn't going to have good Christian friends to surround myself around. My church family wasn't going to be the same. And I've just been so lucky with that. The first day I got invited to go to this group called the Navigators, and I just have really dove in on that. I'm joining their leadership team called Joshua Team, where they just build up leaders. And I have started to go to this church called The Bridge, and they currently have no middle school or high school ministry. So I've kind of taken that and run with that with a team of 2 other people, and we have launch off for the first ministries the 1st of October. Honestly, I feel like I'm being called into full-time ministry, and this is a gateway into that. I would say if you are struggling just listen to what God has in store for you, because it's so cool to see. So for instance, Monmouth just got launched. I can know that I had a small part in that. I'm really just looking for the whole big picture after the 2 years is complete, to see how much it's grown, how many people have been able to be touched by the Word of God and just, surrender their lives to God. That'd be awesome.